So today we are going to start the phase of glycolysis, means phase of the oxidation of glucose, okay, which is nothing but the cellular respiration, okay. So when we used to eat food, from that food carbohydrates are going to absorb, okay, and that carbohydrate breaks down into the simple form, and in our intestine glucose is being absorbed, okay. So we have glucose, okay, and glucose is 6 carbon molecule. Glucose contains 6 carbon molecule, C6H12O6, okay. So when oxidation of glucose takes place, okay, that process takes place in cytoplasm, where glucose undergoes glycolysis, okay. Glucose undergoes glycolysis process in order to form pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is formed. How? By the process called glycolysis. That pyruvic acid is 3 carbon molecule, having only 3 carbon atom, okay. So from 6 we have 3. That means 2 carbon molecule, like glucose break down into 2 carbon compound having 3 carbon molecules in it, okay. This process takes place in cytoplasm, okay. Both the process takes place in cytoplasm of the cell. Cytoplasm of the cell, okay. Now this pyruvic acid enters inside the mitochondria, okay, and the rest process takes place inside the mitochondria, okay. So in mitochondria, in layer part of the, like in wall of the mitochondria, that pyruvic acid converts into acetyl coenzyme A. Acetyl coenzyme A, okay, along with carbon dioxide and ATP molecule are released during the process, okay. And this acetyl coenzyme A then undergoes TCA cycle. It is also called as tricarboxylic acid cycle or citric acid cycle, okay. During the process, during the TCA cycle, two molecules are formed. One is called NADH2 and another one is called FADH2. It is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and it is flavin adenine dinucleotide, okay. It is FADH2 and it is NADH2, okay. Then this NADH2 and FADH2 undergoes electron transport chain reaction. Electron transport chain reaction, okay. This is the third phase. During the process, that NADH2 break down to form 3 ATP molecule and FADH2 break down to form 2 ATP molecule. So NADH2 produces 3 ATP and 1 FADH2 produce 2 ATP molecule, okay. So this is so in square bracket and in square box I have mentioned all 3 phases. This is the first phase called glycolysis. This is the second phase called TCA cycle, and this is the third phase called electron transport chain reaction, okay. So here we have the concept map for the oxidation of glucose, okay. See, this part of the reaction takes place inside in cytoplasm, and all these processes take place inside the mitochondria, okay. This process takes place in mitochondria. Okay, this is the mitochondrial process and this is the cytoplasmic process. Understood beta that much part? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubt beta here?
No, sir.
Huh? Yes?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So these all three processes like glycolysis, then we had TCA cycle and electron transport chain reaction we are going to discuss in detail now through your notes. Okay. Okay. Samarth,
Yes, sir.
you came very late na beta?
Yes, sir. Actually, my another class was going on. I just left it on.
Which class?
Sir, actually, I also study in Pichi. So those classes.
Okay. Hmm. So now we are going to understand the glycolysis. Okay. So I want you all have to take screenshot for the process that we have written now. For this. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay. So glycolysis, see, now we are going to discuss from your notes. Huh? Okay. So from, okay, the glycolysis is the metabolic process. Metabolic means what? Digestion of food, then oxidation of food in order to produce energy. This process is called as metabolic process that converts glucose into pyruvic acid. Okay, here that glucose is converted into pyruvic acid and this process takes place in cytoplasm. Okay, so glycolysis is the process in which glucose is break down into produce energy. Okay, so glycolysis is the initial process which takes place in cytoplasm in order to produce energy. Okay, it produces two molecules of pyruvate. See, two molecules of pyruvic acid are formed along with one ATP and one NADH and water molecules are formed. Okay, this process takes place in cytosol in case of prokaryotes and in cytoplasm in case of eukaryotes. Okay, so this cytosol in case of prokaryotic cell,
Yes.
and cytoplasm in case of eukaryotic cell. So all organisms, whether they are plant, they are animal, or they are microorganism, all they perform glycolysis process in order to produce energy. Understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the concept map given here. Okay. So glucose, which is undergoes glycolysis process. During the process, that glycolysis converts into pyruvate, which is nothing but the pyruvic acid. Okay, this is the common process for for oxidation of glucose, initial oxidation of glucose, and then if oxygen is present or absent, on that basis this process break down into two parts. If oxygen is present, then it is going to perform Krebs cycle and electron transport chain reaction. And if oxygen is not present, then pyruvic acid going to undergo fermentation process, and fermentation process includes lactic acid formation and alcohol fermentation. We will discuss later on. We have in our syllabus, don't worry. Okay, so this is the concept map, okay, where complete oxidation of glucose takes place in case of oxidative phosphorylation, means in presence of oxygen. If oxygen is not present, then incomplete oxidation of glucose takes place. Okay, and during this process, like in presence of oxygen, about 38 ATP, 38 ATP molecule is released. Okay, here we have 38 ATP. Huh? Okay, so the molecule of glucose get converted into pyruvic acid, which is oxidized to carbon dioxide and water, and leaving two carbon molecules compound called acetyl coenzyme A that we already discussed. During the process of glycolysis, two molecules of ATP, here two molecules of ATP and NADH are also produced during the glycolysis process. Okay, here pyruvate, which is nothing but pyruvic acid, enters the inner matrix of mitochondria. See, we have already been discussed here. After formation of the pyruvic acid, that pyruvic acid enters inside the mitochondria. Okay, in mitochondria, and further oxidation takes place in mitochondria itself. Okay, so this is all about glycolysis. Any doubt beta here in glycolysis process?
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir.
So now we are going to discuss about the TCA cycle. It is also called as tricarboxylic acid cycle or citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle. Okay. Okay. So this is known as the tricarboxylic acid cycle. You have to remember the name for citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle or tricarboxylic acid cycle. It is also called as TCA cycle. Okay. It is another name we have, which is Krebs cycle. So two ATP molecules are produced in each of the phase of citric acid, and it takes place within the mitochondrial matrix of the cell. Okay. See, when here we have pyruvic acid, pyruvate, which is 3-carbon molecule, which break down to form carbon dioxide. Okay. So from 3 carbon, one is oxidized to form carbon dioxide, and then two molecules of compound will remain, and it is called as acetyl coenzyme A, because one carbon is oxidized in order to form carbon dioxide gas. Okay, then this acetyl coenzyme A undergoes tricarboxylic acid cycle. So here cyclic process takes place in order to form or in order to oxidize all the carbon atom of acetyl coenzyme A, and last product FADH2 and NADH2 are formed. Okay, this NADH2 and FADH2 then will going to undergoes electron transport chain reaction in to form ATP molecule. The electron generated in the Krebs cycle moves across the mitochondrial matrix. Okay, and this electron transport chain reaction takes place in mitochondria itself. Okay, so glycolysis is the primary step that we have understood. Glycolysis is the primary state of cellular respiration. When it takes place in absence of oxygen, then it is called as anaerobic process. Anaerobic respiration. But if it takes place in presence of oxygen, then it is called as aerobic. Okay, so in aerobic respiration, fermentation of the acid like pyruvic acid takes place. Okay, let's see what is fermentation now. Okay, so we will discuss fermentation later. First we have to discuss the third phase of glycolysis oxidation of glucose, which is called as electron transport chain reaction. Okay, so you just have to remember here, in electron transport chain reaction, ATP molecules are generated from NADH2 and FADH2, which were formed during the TCA cycle. That's all. Okay, so in electron transport chain reaction, series of compounds where makes the use of electron from electron carrier to develop a chemical reagent which going to form ATP molecule. It could use to power oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, it is the process which takes place in aerobic respiration where oxygen is being present. Okay, and the molecule present in the chain comprises enzyme and protein complex or protein peptides and much more. Okay, see, let me explain you one more thing here. Suppose here we have, let me scroll it aside. Suppose we have three different nutrients which are absorbed in our body. Okay, so first one we have glucose. Another one we have protein, and another one we have one more which is called fat. Okay, so protein undergoes digestion or breakdown process. or digestion process and break down into the small pieces called peptides. And this process takes place by pepsine that we already understood in our last chapter, like in nutrition part. Okay, and then peptide breakdown to form amino acid, and which is with the help of which enzyme takes place, helps in breakdown of peptides into amino acid, trypsin and chymotrypsin. Trypsin and chymotrypsin. Okay, and this amino acid will form, which is nothing but the smallest form of protein. Now in case of glucose, glucose undergoes glycolysis process. Okay, and glycolysis, after glycolysis process, okay, once the glycolysis process completes, then pyruvic acid is formed. Pyruvic acid is formed, and this process, takes place in cytoplasm of the cell. So here we have pyruvic acid, then we have fat. So fat is going to digest by lipase enzyme, and the fat break down into fatty acid. So here we have three different type of acid which are found by different nutrients, like protein gives amino acid, glucose gives pyruvic acid, and fat gives fatty acid. And all these processes do not require oxygen. Okay, so like all these processes do not require oxygen. Okay, so now then what happens? Then acetyl coenzyme is formed from the pyruvic acid. Acetyl coenzyme A is formed during the process, and like amino acid will also going to convert into acetyl coenzyme A, pyruvic acid also going to convert into acetyl coenzyme A, and fatty acid again going to convert into acetyl coenzyme A, and the further process is common now. Okay, so here protein and fat also produces energy when there is a need of energy in our body. Okay, beta, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here
Yes, sir.
protein, glucose and fat, all that gives acidic compound which undergoes TCA cycle and electron transport chain reaction in order to form ATP molecule, which is nothing but the energy rich species, chemical species. Okay, now large amount of ATP, see, during the electron transport chain reaction, large amount of ATP is produced, very important. Okay, through the highly efficient method termed as oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, the oxidative phosphorylation means what? In presence of oxygen, the complete oxidation of glucose takes place. This process is called as oxidative phosphorylation. ATP is the fundamental unit of the metabolic process, means whatever the process which are performed in our individual cell, the final substance will be ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, that is going to provide energy. Okay, so the electron are transferred from electron donor. See, those species they loses electron or they provide electron for others are called as electron donor, whereas those species that accept electron are called as electron acceptor. Okay, and leading to the production of ATP, and they produces ATP molecule. Okay, and the ATP is nothing but the energy rich molecule. It is okay, means here it is not mentioned, but I am telling you that one NADH2 going to produce or give you 3 ATP, and one FADH2. Okay, one FADH2 will going to produce 2 ATP molecules. Okay, that you have to also remember. Okay. So this is one of the vital process in electron transport chain reaction, because in this process large amount of ATP molecules are released and they are energy rich molecules. Okay, compared to any other part of the cellular respiration, the large amount of ATP is produced in this phase. Means whatever the process they are performed in our body, by which only the third phase, which is electron transport chain reaction phase here, okay, more amount of energy is generated. Okay, so this is all about the electron transport chain reaction. Okay, beta, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to take a screenshot. Have you taken a screenshot
sir.
from here? From here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Here also?
Sir,
Done?
can you please re-show that highlighted portion in sky color? Previous one. Done, sir.
Okay. And now here. So this is also very important. Which one? Protein. Ah, wait a second. Protein, they convert into peptide by pepsin. And peptide converts into amino acid by trypsin and chymotrypsin. Glucose converts into glycolysis during the glycolysis into pyruvic acid, and fat undergoes breakdown to form fatty acid. Okay, and fat which is digested and converted into fatty acid by the lipase digestive enzyme. Okay, and these are the different process, but now the common process will take place from here. Acetyl coenzyme A, which is going to undergo species cycle and electron transport chain reaction in order to produce more energy. Okay, beta?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now we will go, listener will do one thing.